Alrighty, what's up guys? Let me get into a trade recap of the day. May 27th, 2026. We took a loss today. A big loss actually, but let's get into it. Okay, so on the hourly, I marked out some draws on liquidity. We swept out all-time highs in pre-market on ES, but this is on NASDAQ. We swept out all-time highs yesterday. We had this on the 1 hour, we had this bullish gap here, we had this other bullish gap, and then I think London lows were down here, and I think this was like a 30-minute gap, which is this line. So market opened, right? We manipulated down to those key levels, and then we had a 5-minute inversion fair value gap here out of it, and that's where I took a long, and I targeted this unfilled 5-minute gap, and we got stopped out almost instantly. We had a little bit of profit here, but we got stopped out. Going back to see what I missed or how I lost, it was this, because on the 15-minute time frame, when I entered, we actually created a bearish gap from here to the here, and it got respected, and I didn't see that, so this 15-minute gap got respected, and then we rejected off of it straight to my stop loss. Another reason I could have lost was because there was a stronger DOL below. We had a 4-hour gap, and I saw it during market or during pre-market. Like I marked it out. It's just I really didn't think price was gonna come all the way down here, just because we're so premium. We were so premium yesterday. I really didn't think we were going to come all the way down to this 4-hour gap. I thought we were just going to sweep out a few hourly gaps and maybe London lows and then reject off of it and chase back all-time highs again. But that was not the case. We entered this 4-hour gap, and that's where I got stopped out. Another reason I could have lost was because on MES, it was the same kind of idea as that 15-minute gap at my entry. There was this. There was a 30-minute gap here. If I go to the 30-minute time frame, yeah, I entered like around here. There was a 30-minute gap right there at this line, and it got filled, and that was the loss. What should I have taken though? Going back on today when I was looking at stuff, that 30-minute gap that I marked out at this candlestick wick, we swept out all of the liquidity, right? Same stuff like the hourly gaps, the 30-minute gaps on ES. And there was a 1-minute inversion that actually hit take profit. So if I go to here, once we swept everything out, there was this 1-minute inversion right here this is the trade I should have taken, but I missed it. I was just reviewing it. There was an inversion fair value gap there. I should have taken this long, and I would have targeted that 30-minute gap, and take profit would have gotten hit. Stop scope at the swing low. The only thing was I wasn't looking at ES. I really wanted to take a trade on NASDAQ just because we hit all-time highs yesterday. So yeah, this is what the trade of the day on MES looked like. I also saw some people online took shorts, like continuation shorts off of this 15-minute gap or something like that. Like they waited for, I think NASDAQ took out this 15-minute gap and they took a short down. There was just better trade options. A lot of people's bias flipped once they saw some liquidity get inversed. I didn't see that. I was still bullish, but we live and we learn. Took a big loss, but we're going to try to make it back. And yeah, that was the trade recap of May 27th, 2026. Peace.